Dlamini Nelsiwe, you said, please can we do N2 third angle orthographic projection? So third angle orthographic projection, remember, is actually starting from N1. N1, there is first angle orthographic projection. Third angle orthographic projection is not there. It's actually starting from N2, N3, and drafting N4. So when you talk about third angle orthographic projection, remember that we've got a Cartesian plane. Cartesian plane. So actually we went to a math class to borrow number line or a Cartesian plane. You remember in mathematics we've got this. It's a number line or it's a Cartesian plane. They will tell you that these are quadrants and they are counted anti-clockwise. This is their first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. So same applies to us. We will then say first, second, third, and fourth. So according to first angle orthographic projection, we've got a left view, we've got a front view, we've got a top view, then we've got a projectional line that is at an angle of 45 there by fourth quadrant. So according to first angle orthographic projection, the arrangement of views, they will be like this. But then when you said you must do third, so third angle orthographic projection, again we're also having a Cartesian plane or a number line like this: first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. So according to third angle orthographic projection, so in the first quadrant we're having a projectional line that is at an angle of 45 degrees, and the second quadrant we are having a top view. In third angle orthographic projection, third quadrant we are having a front view. Then fourth quadrant we are having a right view. So you ask us, you just said we must do a third angle orthographic projection. Remember that third angle orthographic projection, it can come in sectional, it can come in sectional drawing, it can be third angle orthographic projection in sectioning, it can be third angle orthographic projection isometrically, it can be. So you must specify. So the bottom line of third angle orthographic projection, you must know the views, how are they arranged. So then you read the question that you're supposed to draw this isometric according to third angle orthographic projection, or sectional drawing according to third angle orthographic projection. But I think you were doing a follow-up on what we were busy with, because we were busy with isometric drawing that was given in first angle orthographic projection, if I remember very well. So I think you were asking based on isometric. Okay, so I'm going to have a very short example according to third angle orthographic projection, comparing with first angle orthographic projection. So let's say we are having this block, this break. Let me just rough sketch it. This break. So this break of ours, so according to isometrical, we can say with one perspective of view can be able to see three sides, which is this side and this one and this one. So we can say this, let's say this one is given in first angle orthographic projection. So you're going to have your front view here. isn't it? You are going to have your left view here as well as your top view here, isn't it? So the very same break, now we decide to put it in this direction. This direction, just rough sketch. So do you see that now your front, it will be this side, your top, it will be still there, it will be still there, top view. This is now third angle orthographic projection. So now this side is not going to be your left anymore, it's going to be your what, your right view. You understand? So these bricks, they are actually one and the same thing, but in different sides. That if I can ask, where is your right view according to first angle orthographic projection? Where is your right view here? It's at the back there. That is why third angle orthographic projection was introduced to us, so that we see what is happening there. So if my front is this side, if maybe you were to ask, can you shade the front view, isn't it? You are going to shade here or mark. This is what you're going to see. And then your left view according to first angle orthographic projection, your left view here, isn't it? So now according to third angle orthographic projection, so your front view is now on your right, on your left hand side. Remember, it's facing you, isn't it? I'm trying to be fast because I'm trying to be fast because this is actually N1. You are supposed to be taught this back in N1, isn't it? But for instance, especially in how do you read views or how do you interpret views? So this block now, if we were to twist it like this, now it becomes your third angle orthographic projection. You understand? So in drawing, remember, you'll be given views. Those views that you'll be given, they will come with a what? With a projectional symbol. Let's say I'm having a view here. Underneath of this one, again, there is another view. A view here, and again another view here. So without being given the orthographic projection symbol, we might have an argument to say, is this left, is this right, or is this left, or is this front, or is this left, is this front or top or front? You understand? So according to third angle orthographic projection, we are having a symbol of it. The symbol is like this. According to third angle orthographic projection, I'm just rough sketching. So this is the symbol of third angle orthographic projection. Third angle orthographic projection. So we are having a right. Check your bowl is on your right hand side. So what separates left and right according to third angle orthographic projection is the vertical center line. Are we together? So that is why we are having a right view, because the bowl is on your right hand side. But again, when you check your symbol of first angle orthographic projection is like this. Rough sketch. So this is the horizontal center line, this is the vertical center line. So again, check your bowl is on your left hand side. That is why we've got what? A left view according to first angle orthographic projection. So that if you are given views like these ones, it will be difficult until you are given what? A symbol. So this is going to help you to analyze those views that you are given, whether isometrically or in sectioning. You understand? So symbol, let's say this one is also like this. So don't mind the rough sketch I'm doing here. So do you see that this symbols are these symbols are the same and the views are different. So it will come back to what? To this. How do you analyze your views? So you must know, and actually this is the formula of third angle orthographic projection. You must know this formula, that if there is another one on top of the other, which means this is top, this is front, if they are in line to each other like this is front, this is right, isn't it? Same applies to this one. According to third angle orthographic projection, which means without fear or favor, you will know ukuthi this is your front, this is your right. The symbols are the same, but the arrangement views are different. In most cases, you'll be given two views. Are we together? Whether you are supposed to draw an isometric or a sectional drawing, because that's where orthographic is conceived in most. So whether it's in sectioning or as isometric, in most of the time you'll be given two. So if there are three, then it will be very simple for you, because if there are three, it will be a view here, a view here, a view there. So you can easily tell according to according to first, this is supposed to be your front, this your left, this your top. If there are three given in third angle orthographic projection, there will be a view here, a view here, a view there. You understand? So which means this is your top view, this is your front view, this is your right view, according to third angle. But in most of the time, there will be just two with the what? With the projection symbol. So again, up there, you must read the question, because sometimes they will be given like this with a view like this, but now only to find that the question is saying draw your isometric in first angle orthographic projection, whereas the views are given in third angle orthographic projection. You understand? So you have to be very careful, analyze the views, and read the question up there. What are they actually asking you to do about them? You understand? So you must have a strong understanding this formula. Right. So I will try to get a question where they are saying draw an isometric in third angle orthographic projection. Right. According to third angle orthographic projection, Dlamini, let's say you are standing here. Looking at this break of ours at this direction. So now let's say they say draw, what are you going to see? Standing at this direction, taking a look straight at this direction, draw what you're going to see. You are going to see something of this nature, isn't it? Like this. This is what you're going to see. Right? If you're standing where? If you're standing here. Then now come at this position, come and stand here. Draw what you're going to see. Draw what you're going to see. You are going to see something of this nature, according to third angle orthographic projection. Now come on its top. Now they say draw what you're going to see. Remember, when you are drawing, you must follow the what? You must follow the law of third angle orthographic projection. You don't just draw your views anyhow. So they must be in this format, you see. So I cannot just draw my top view wherever I like. So if they said now draw the top, this is what you're going to see. That's where you are going to see, oh, there are some holes in there, which means now you must go back to your what? To your front view to have hidden detail lines there. And hidden detail lines, we draw them short, not like short, long, like a center line. Which means again in my right view I must have the very same hidden details. Because if you are viewing here, when you'll only see this surface, isn't it? So beyond this surface there are some holes. You won't see that up until you come on its top. So if you were to scatter the views of this break, because this break, it has been drawn according to 3 to the exponent capital letter D, if I may call it mathematical. But in drawing, we are saying this is 3 dimension, which means with one perspective view, I can be able to see 3 dimension, which is 1, 2, 3, which is the front and the right and the top. But now, if we were to go back to N1 to be like to N1 and be like scatter the views according to, that's how you are going to scatter them. Orthographic projection. Remember N1. So in isometric, then if in isometric you'll be given 2 in most of the time, like what I was saying, 2 or 3. So now they will say join them isometrically according to third or according to first, so that you come back to to this. You understand? So if I'm saying, can't you see that if we were to come back to put the Cartesian plane, so your Cartesian plane, it will go like this. Your Cartesian plane. So you see there is a line, a projectional line, because it's all graphic projection. So the word projection, which means there are some lines that's supposed to be projected there. So this line, it will start from here at an angle of 45. So the function of this line, it will, remember, you must have a faint line that's going to behave like this. From once it touches this line of yours that is at an angle of 45 degrees, it will come down. This point must correspond with this one. So again, you're going to have a faint line. Once it touches this line, you understand? So they will behave like this. This one with this one, this one with that one, this one with this one, this one with this one. That is why we normally used to say the front and the top, they share the same breadth or width, and the front and the right, they will always share the same height, because from here till here is is height, isn't it? Then from here, remember, this is your front view, this is your this is your right view, this is your top view according to third angle orthographic projection. So from here till here I'm having a height, and again from there till there I'm having a length. So from here till here I'm having a width. So do you see? Again, check, if we are saying the front and the top, they will always share the same length, which means the length from here till here is the same as from there till there, isn't it? So this will behave like this. Again, the breadth from here till here, it will be from here till here, it will be still the very same width or breadth. You understand? So remember your N1. This is orthographic projection. It's orthographic projection on its own. There is not in sectioning, not in isometric. This is just orthographic projection. You understand? Then after you've scattered the views like this, let's say now you are given these views, maybe 3 of them sorry 3 of them or 2 of them. Now the question is like, draw an isometric block. Isometric block. Remember, your starting point isn't there. You go, there you go, there you go, there you go. Whenever I teach isometric, I normally don't use the box method because it normally confuse people. You understand? Wherever they say let point P to be your lowest point, that's where I start. I don't create box, create the what height. No, I don't do that. If they say point P must be the lowest point, that's where I start. So if they're saying point P or point Q, this is that P they are talking about, or point R, let it be your lowest. So now you come back to your views. Isn't it? They said to draw it according to third angle orthographic projection. Third angle orthographic projection. And what do you understand according to third angle? You are now drawing isometric according to third angle orthographic projection. What do you know is that this side, I must position my right view, and this side I must position my front view, which means whatever dimension that I'm going to record from my front view, like a length from here till here, let's say from here till here is 60 millimeter. So this 60 millimeter, because it's a front view, you are going to correlate it from here till there. You understand? Not this side, because this side is dimension of your right view. So you are going to get, let's say, if from there till there, maybe from here till here is 120. This is now your width, isn't it? So don't be like the width is the one that used to be small or shorter than the length. No, you mustn't cram like that. Don't cram. When you must know that every time in the front view there is a length and a height. You understand? Every time in the left view or right view there is a height and a breadth or width. You understand? Again, in the top view we don't talk about the word height. Both is the top. We only talk about the breadth or width as well as the length. That's what you must know, isn't it? So this is what you must understand then. So the dimension that you'll be getting from your right view, you correlate them this side. Why? Because of its third angle orthographic projection. So that now your break, it will be like this. So I'll try to get a proper question so that we draw, because I normally don't like freehand. I like a proper drawn according to a scale using drawing instrument. You understand? So not like this. Not like this. Because if it's like this, is now your front view, this side, your left view, no longer your right, your left view, this. So this one is, somebody might draw it correctly and neat, but this student will still get a 0. Whosoever drew it like this will still get a 0. No matter how neat it might look like, accurate, the student did not understood or follow the question. The question was like, draw it according to third angle orthographic projection. So you must know the difference. I think I've answered your question. Let's see where Lamin, I think I've answered your question. Okay, thank you very much for that question. Let's see what we can do. I want us to do someone asked me to do a screw thread. Is it internal or external? VL square. I'll double check. All right, thank you very much. Please subscribe on the channel, guys, so that we keep on growing. Subscribe and like the videos and share it with your classmate or your schoolmate. Thank you very much. Good night.